Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is BobbyChady2. Today I'm going to be bringing you a review of the IWB holster that I have for my Glock 27 Gen 4. Now, this gun is unloaded, no mag, empty chamber. We're ready to go. Alright, getting started with this holster. Now, right off the bat, it's a Glock Sport Combat, modified for IWB using crossbreed snap-lock belt clips with Loctite. Now, before everybody starts bashing me and scrutinizing me for using a Glock Sport Combat holster for IWB, allow me to explain why I went this route and why I wasn't really planning to stay on this route. I had just bought this gun, and it's a great gun. I haven't had any problems with this particular pistol. I carry this gun every day. But at the time, I did have another Glock Sport Combat holster, with which I still have. I had cut these notches out here to fit my 1 3/4 inch 511 trainer's belt, but I wanted an IWB option, and I was planning on going through Bravo Concealment and getting them to make me a modular holster that I could wear IWB in .06 Kydex. But I got this idea from, I forget what forum it was. I think it was the High Road. A guy had posted a picture of his Flat Dark Earth Glock 19 Gen 3 riding in a Glock Sport Combat holster with these belt clips on it. And I got the idea. I was like, I have one of those holsters. So I bought these belt clips, $10, directly from Crossbreed. It's the same price wherever you go, $10, which is a good deal. They're spring steel. I haven't had any problems drawing the gun and having the holster come out with the gun. I know that's what a lot of people think when they see these clips, but these are actually, and they will fit a 1 3/4 inch belt. So I did it, and one thing, and I don't know if it would have in the long term affected the structural integrity of the holster, but you know, when I put this thing on, these things have got to move around. Now there are Loctite on these grommets, but whenever I put it on, I would notice that this part right here, and I'm doing this with one hand, so I apologize, guys. This part right here would bow out, it would flex, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy another one and have it as a dedicated inside the waistband holster. Now these holsters, I bought my other holster from Midway USA for $15, and I was in a pawn shop in one of the neighboring cities in Norfolk, Bob's Gun Shop, Norfolk, Virginia, pretty good gun shop. But and they had this holster, same holster that I had, same holster that I have. For $15, same price. So I bought it. Had to pay tax on it. You either pay shipping, you pay tax, one way or the other. And I've worn this holster, dedicated IWB, ever since. And you can see it's formed a little bit. The tabs have folded over a little bit, and that's fine. The holster is broke in. Getting to the advantages of this holster. Now, let me back up. I was originally going to use this holster as a hold-me-over until I got Bravo Concealment to make me a holster for this gun. But the more I wore this holster, the more I realized, one, it's very comfortable. Number two, it's got good retention. Number three, there's actually a good amount of features packed into this holster that make it what it is. And number four, from a standpoint of utility and practicality, this holster is awesome. And I don't care what anybody says. I know all the Kydex guys and all the band and all the Kool-Aid guys, like I like to say, will tell you that these holsters are pieces of crap. They ain't worth crap. That you might as well use it for range use, but never use it for concealed carry. You people don't know what you're talking about. And if you're talking like that, then apparently you've never owned one, because if you did, you would think otherwise. Do I think this is the best holster ever made? No, I don't. Do I think it is a good holster? One that I would recommend to anybody looking to save a buck and have dependable and effective concealed carry? Yes, absolutely. And here's why. Now, I'm going to holster the pistol here in just a moment, but I'm going to show you some of the features on the holster itself. Now, you can see I have worn this pistol. It's a little dirty. Whatever. It is what it is. I wear this gun every day, as you can see. And as you can see, the a little scratched up, but that's okay. It's meant to be used. One of the features is that it's stippled on both sides. Now, I believe that Glock did that. So whichever side, because the holster is ambidextrous. I can switch this holster around. I can wear it left hand or right hand. But it's stippled. And I guess Glock's idea is that, say, like this is wearing on the right-handed, that this stippling would grab your belt and keep the holster from rotating. Well, the one thing I found is that wearing an IWB, this side grips my course grips my jeans, and of course this side grips my boxer briefs. Yes, I wear boxer briefs. Cool. But that actually keeps it from shifting. This holster doesn't shift at all. I wore this holster a ton, and I wear this holster directly on my 3 o'clock because it's got a I think it's like an 8-degree cant. I wear this holster directly on my 3 o'clock, and it has not once ever shifted at all. Period. This whole it's never shifted. It's crazy. Kind of backing up, I had a Gen 3 Glock 7 or Glock 27, and I had a Galco Summer Comfort, and I wore that thing for exactly 5 minutes, and I was like, this is the most uncomfortable holster I've ever worn. This one is very comfortable. And before I holster it, another thing it has is these tabs. And you're probably wondering, what are those tabs for? There's the detent for the, right there. There's the detent for the trigger guard. I'll show you what these tabs are in just a moment. I'm going to holster this. Now, one thing I'm going to do, this is kind of ghetto. I'm going to face the camera up. And then, gun's unloaded. Dry fire. And then, okay, it's just hit the detent notch, and it's in there. Now, I'm not pulling on. I mean, I'm pulling on it pretty decent, and it's not coming out now when I unholster it, reholster. So you can see it. I mean, it's passive retention, but it's positive. It's very, very positive. Now, oh God, Jesus, I'm all over the place. There you go. Now, the one thing I don't like about this holster is that I don't particularly care for the fact that the muzzle is exposed. It's not really a problem, but me personally, I would rather the muzzle be covered. But you know what? Given how expensive the holster is, yeah, I'll deal with it. Now, those tabs that I was showing you are... Dang, burn it. Yeah, there you go. For this, let me switch hands. Actually, no, I'll use my right hand. Those tabs, that's the magazine release. That is the tab. Now, yes, the magazine release button, excuse me, can still move, but it can't move enough to drop the mag. I was wondering what those tabs were when I first got this holster. I was like, what in the heck is that for? And then I started looking at it, I was like, oh, cool. That's one reason I don't like magazine disconnects in guns, is because if you inadvertently drop your mag, then you're screwed. And I know a lot of people have reasons for wanting them, but those are my reasons for not wanting them. So anyway, just like I said, this is just a short video. If anybody has any other questions, I'm going to post another video when I get a decent camera. I'm not going to buy some GoPro piece of crap. Saving up for a decent camera. And I'm busy as crap. But if anybody has any questions about modifying a Glock Sport Combat holster, you know, it's straightforward enough as it is. There's a notch just like this on this side. You run this little rubber washer in between the clip and the holster itself. Run your screws through. These, I need to get real close. See those 3 notches? Well, yeah. See those 3 notches? I had to flatten those out with a pair of pliers. But after I flattened them out, it was fine. Put a little bit of Loctite on there, and they will not go anywhere. Anyway, guys, this is BobbyCH82 out on my Glock Sport Combat, modified for IWB using cross-breed snap lock belt clips. If y'all have any questions, go on and message me, and I'd love to talk to you. Y'all take care. Be safe.